Hey everybody, Coach Wharton here with onlinebikecoach.com. And today we're actually going to start using the Garmin ditties that I wanted to work on with you through the website and the blog. And what I'm going to focus on today is known as the HRV Stress Test. Now, again, we don't really know what it is. We don't know where it's coming from. Let's try to find out and see if we can actually, deduce something useful out of this Garmin feature. First of all, it's found by going into your homepage on your Garmin head unit or your watch, okay? And then what you'll do is you will go into My Stats. That's a big, important step. You go down 2 lines and you'll see HRV Stress. Now, this may be different if you have a different setup, or it may be different if you're using a watch or things like that. But you can look around and find the HRV Stress Test. You're going to need a chest strap, and it's going to need to be plugged in, hopefully with Bluetooth. I think Bluetooth is a little bit more accurate, but HRV works with ANT+. And you're going to set it up. You're going to stand up, take some deep breaths, and then hit the word measure. Now, you can't have any conflicts. You can't have dogs barking. You can't have, kids screaming. You can't have people knocking on the door or trying to answer your emails and things like that. It's got to be the slowest, most sensory deprived 3 minutes of your day. But the data that you get out of it uses HRV, heart rate variability, to give you a score between 0 and 100. Now, what is HRV? Heart rate variability, and I've been studying HRV since Sunto came out with it on the T6 in the early aughts. I even wrote a book about it that never made it to press. But the TLDR on it is this: a happy heart is stochastic from beat to beat. A heart under stress beats like the drummer in a military parade, okay? And the more stressful, the more consistent the time is between beats. And so you're looking at rest, and the more stochastic it is, the more rested, recovered, and prepared you are for whatever you wish to do that day. And I guess in what Garmin's trying to accomplish with it is, if you put all that together and then come up with this number, and the number reads X, you can make the decision about whether you want to not ride, maybe go do a base ride, maybe go do a hard ride. But I think there's some merit to this, especially as I age and as we age, as boomers and Xers, who are the primary users of this stuff. I'd love to get more millennials involved, believe me. But my goal with this series is I'm going to be taking my HRV stress after coffee, after a trip to the bathroom, and before I ride. And hopefully, well, you can't see that because I've got a fake screen behind me, but hopefully I'll be sort of sensory deprived in the 3 minutes that I've got, where I can stand up, not have any noise or distractions, and just let my heart do what it does. I've seen scores in the high 90s, and I've seen scores in the low 20s. And again, being as unfit as I am right now, when my scores are X, I will then make a decision about whether I want to ride Y. And that's basically about it. Let's take a look at the HRV stress from the Garmin Connect series. I'm also going to send you a link that shows a video about this from one of the developers. But it basically says, knowing your HRV stress level can help you decide if your body is ready for a tough training program. Notice the word tough. I'm not using it that way yet because I don't even have any base fitness. So I will be using simpler values. I just want to get a trend and sort of be able to follow this. A low score is 1 to 34. A moderate score is 35 to 69. A high score is 70 to 89. A very high score is 90 to 100. And again, I've seen that before. And yes, it did correspond with just a lot of blank going on in my life. And it takes, again, 3 full minutes it's like the 3-minute interval. It's an eternity when you start. So practice a little Zen, practice a little pursed lip breathing, see what you can do to sort of, gleam the cube and get stress out of your brain. And let's see what the results show. That's really about it. I'm going to share some screens with you, and thanks for watching and enjoy the ride.